storytelling ever about anything. His branding is kind of like all over the place. He's got like this kind of an intro. He has like this like alien, what is it called? Glooby or something? The alien?
The thing about Hitler...
Glorpo. Oh, what?
The thing about Hitler is, aside from the shit he's most known for, usually does a lot of the heavy lifting to making the things that they sound crazy. That's why there's a recurring trope that you've probably seen in your life where somebody will go like, oh, hey, this is this thing. And they read it out. And they're like, do you think that Donald Trump said this? Or do you think Adolf Hitler said it? And it's because obviously like Donald Trump's a bad guy. But the thing is a lot of the things that they say are pretty reasonable sounding.
So let me get this out of the way really quick. I'm not sure if he's going to be defining fascism or if he'll do it correctly. Most people don't. It's not entirely their fault. It's kind of confusing. Fascist ideologies are like seemingly like intentionally a mindfuck. The thing is, fascism has to do with this ideation of the state as a vehicle for society, and the state as such, with not just like the state as in like the military or whatever, but the state as its own like metaphysical force. In a sense, like there's this mythical relationship between the people and the state. It's not like a mechanical relationship. It's not just a political relationship. It's an intrinsic relationship between the people and the state, and that's that gets to the heart of what the fascist ideology is about. Fascism is something that was developed as a response to the mobilizing force of Marxism, and very much opposed to it in a very particular way. Fascists saw that you could mobilize a lot of people, a lot of workers. You could have a lot of political influence that way, but the criticism that the fascists had is that the problem with Marxism in terms of how it mobilizes people and its efficiency to mobilize people, again, not for the end goal. Fascists don't have an end goal. Communists have an end goal of communism. That's why they call themselves communists. Fascism does not have an end goal of this utopia. They don't have that. Fascism is not about the structure of the state as such. It's not about the structure of the economy as such. It's about the mobilizing force. How are you mobilizing the citizenry, the corporations, the economy? How are you mobilizing everything to work in tandem with each other in the most efficient way possible? The criticism of Marxism is it was too divisive. You have the workers on the one hand, you have the capitalists on the other hand. You need to have something that has what's called this class collaborationism. They need to be part of the same unifying project. That unifying project is going to be under the purview of the state. And so then you need this guiding mythos of the state. What does it mean? Where is it going? What is that mythos of the state that unifies everybody? The capitalist, the worker, everybody. That is the fundamental core principle of fascism as that mobilizing force. So fascism as a mobilizing force in this way, you're not required to privatize all industry. You're not required to nationalize all industry. The economics aspect or how you organize these things don't really matter as much as what fascism is as a mobilizing force. And that's the danger of it as well. The danger of fascism is getting people aligned with a particular kind of mythos that can enable them to do some pretty insane things or be okay with or vote for very insane things. That's what makes fascism so dangerous. The title of this is Leftists Are Not Immune to Fascism. Well, that's obviously true based on this premise of what is fascism. You can have leftists that are mobilized by this idea that maybe the proletarian state is going to take you to communism. That aligning yourself, the workers, the industry, etc., under the purview of the proletarian state is that mythos that you are attaching yourself to, and then that can be red fascism or whatever, right? Fascism as a mobilizing force under a like leftist ideology or whatever. So that's how it would happen. I just want to get that out of the way so that we're all on the same page about that. Usually when people talk about fascism, they have no idea what it is, how to talk about it, or anything like that. And we'll see.
So actually, like, a lot of conservative, like mid-tier conservatives would probably agree with Hitler on a fuckload of shit. And